How to improve pronunciation. On a chilly Wednesday morning, I go to school again. Today, the classroom is lively, with students chatting and preparing for the lesson. Our teacher, Ms. White, is known for her kindness and patience. She always encourages us to ask questions. One student, June, is quieter than the rest. He is from South Korea and is a little shy. Ms. White begins the class by asking, "Does anyone have a question before we start?" After a moment, June raises his hand. His voice is soft as he speaks. "Ms. White, I have a problem with my pronunciation. I understand English quite well, but when I speak, my pronunciation is not clear. I don't like to speak much because of this. I want to sound better but don't know how. Do you have any advice?" Ms. White smiles and nods. "That's a great question, June. Many students feel this way. Improving pronunciation takes time and practice, but there are some techniques that can help. Let me share one of my favorite methods." The class grows quiet, listening closely. Ms. White begins explaining, "When you learn a new language, you have to use muscles in your mouth differently. Often, we use the same mouth muscles in English as in our native language, so our pronunciation sounds different. This happens to many students, so don't worry too much about it. People will usually understand you. But if you want to improve, you can try a technique called shadowing. It's very effective for pronunciation." I look over at June, who seems interested and eager to learn. Ms. White continues, "Shadowing is a simple method. You listen to someone speaking English, and you try to copy them as closely as possible. This is like what children do when they learn their first language. They listen and repeat. You can do this with a video, a podcast, or any audio that you enjoy." A classmate named Emma raises her hand. "Ms. White, do we have to use difficult videos to do shadowing?" Ms. White shakes her head. "Not at all, Emma. In fact, it's better to start with something easy. Find a video that is clear and not too fast. You should be able to understand most of what is being said. The important part is to listen carefully and try to repeat every word, every sound, just like the speaker." Then, she opens her laptop and shows us a video on YouTube that demonstrates shadowing. The video has a speaker who talks slowly and clearly. Ms. White tells us, "Let's watch and listen carefully. Then, we'll try shadowing together." We all listen as the speaker in the video talks about daily routines. Then, Ms. White pauses the video. "Now, let's try it ourselves. I'll play a few sentences, and after each sentence, you repeat it out loud, trying to match the sound exactly." We try shadowing together for a few minutes, and I notice how different it feels to focus only on how each word sounds. At first, it's a bit strange, but soon it starts feeling like a fun challenge. June looks happy as he repeats each sentence, clearly improving with each try. After we finish, Ms. White explains, "This technique is also helpful when you have a presentation or speech to prepare. You can shadow for about 10 minutes beforehand to warm up. This will make your pronunciation more natural." The class is impressed. June seems very grateful and thanks Ms. White. "I feel more confident now. I will practice shadowing every day," he says. After class, I head to the school library to do some reading. I want to practice the shadowing technique Ms. White showed us, so I pick up a simple English book and look for videos to shadow at home. Then, I go to the school reception desk, where Ms. Davis, the receptionist, is sitting. I ask her if there are any sports activities at school. Ms. Davis smiles and tells me that there is a school basketball team, a table tennis team, and even a hiking club. I love playing sports, so I decide to join the basketball team. Ms. Davis tells me, the team has practice today at 4 p.m. You can go to the gym, meet the players, and see if you like it. At 4 p.m., I head to the gym, excited and a little nervous. When I arrive, I see students from many different countries, some from Japan, Spain, Brazil, and Germany. They all welcome me warmly, and I quickly make friends with a tall boy named Lucas from Argentina. He has been playing basketball for many years and offers to help me with my shots. The coach, Mr. Roberts, explains some basic rules, and then we start practicing. I feel a bit shy at first, but the other players are friendly, and we work well together. During a break, Lucas and I talk about our countries, and I tell him about my experiences in England so far. He encourages me to keep practicing both basketball and English pronunciation. By the end of the practice, I feel happy and a bit tired. I'm glad I joined the team. It's a great way to meet new people and practice English. The next day, I go to my part-time job at a local cafe. Today is my first day, and I am both excited and nervous. My manager, Anna, shows me around and teaches me how to take orders, prepare coffee, and help customers. I decide to try the shadowing technique here as well. I listen closely to how Anna speaks to customers, and I quietly repeat her words in my mind. This helps me remember phrases like, "How can I help you?" and "Would you like anything else?" As I serve customers, I feel my confidence growing. I use the phrases I practiced, and the customers respond warmly. By the end of my shift, I feel proud of myself for using English at work. After work, I go home and practice shadowing for 10 minutes with a video I found about daily routines. I repeat each sentence, trying to make my pronunciation as clear as possible. It feels easier than it did in class because now I understand the technique better. Over the next few weeks, I keep practicing shadowing every day. I also practice speaking English with my friends from the basketball team and my co-workers at the cafe. I notice that my pronunciation is improving little by little, and I feel more comfortable speaking English. Ms. White was right, shadowing really works. My journey in England is just beginning, but I already feel more confident in my English skills. I look forward to seeing how much more I can improve in the coming months.